How's it going? It's that time right before D&D starts when everything's quiet and everybody's in chat waiting. Guess what? Chicken butt.
On the mountains and stretches of the sea, dark horizons black will rumble with the voice of prophecy. We are standing steadfast against the gathering dark as our battle lion flashes down the smoke beats will fall. Take a chance, roll the dice. Is this hell or paradise? In this land of high adventure, conquer fate. Forgotten realms, magic spells, hallowed halls we need to fill. He's the master of the evil in the deep. He's the dungeon master. He's the dungeon master. He's the dungeon master. He's the dungeon master. That's right.
Let's get it.
Oh, are his
Hail,
teeth
travelers.
Hey.
Hail.
Hail and salutations. Well met.
Are his teeth made of teeth?
I was gonna say, are they made of fish hooks?
Ew, no.
What would they
Ow.
be made of then?
That would hurt. They're his teeth.
Fishmen don't have teeth.
My God, he's got some kind of.
Actually,
teeth
there
made
are
out of
fish who have teeth.
material.
Yeah, plenty of fish have teeth.
Like piranhas.
I don't believe in fish.
Oh my God. All right. Well, I'm glad that. Hello, everyone. Welcome back, I guess.
Welcome back to the Teeth Show, starring Teeth.
All right. So just to get everybody caught up, last time on Galen's Gate, Gruff went through a mystical transformation and is now this. Take a long look, chat room. Magnificent.
A lot can happen in a week.
Like death.
Yeah. Also, this art was done by John Silva.
Oh, he actually... Hold on. He made the stream-friendly art that I was supposed to use. I'll put it in chat real quick.
Is this not stream friendly?
No, it's got a ding dong.
He's an idiot.
What?
It says his Twitch URL's on his hat.
I approve of that.
Yes. Here you go, chat room. It's twitch.tv/John_Silva.
I like this better though.
Just gotta do
I do too.
gotta do the, just
Don't forget the other underscore.
there you go.
Oh, are there two?
There are
Yeah.
2 underscores.
Underscore.
There you
So
go.
See, that's why he has to promote it on his hat, because you might miss it.
Yeah, there we go. And we'll just,
You fucking idiot. Ban this guy.
all right, let's put that right there. Ah, there we go. All right, that should work. Ronnie, that's...
You said another underscore.
Yes, after
How many
Silva.
underscores do I need?
It's after Silva, not...
There.
Oh, God. All right.
Seems legit.
This is what happens when you make Ronnie into a dog.
woof woof.
All right.
I want to
Gathering up.
remind everyone, John Silva is an actual professional that's worked for like Blizzard and shit.
Correction. John Silva has worked for Stir.
Well, also that. But I
I own him.
I wanted to highlight his failures, not his successes.
Oh, I see.
You ever just get timed out?
Yeah, he said it. He put in the right link, so I timed him out.
Any timeouters? One right here.
Nah,
Goddamn,
Megatoki has a.
I'm gonna go time out Ronnie.
He's my boy.
Man, Shore4 has a total of 30 messages in my chat. Feels good, man.
I wonder if I still am the
I still
most
have-
chatter in Stir's chat.
I still have this. Does this count as a chat?
What?
I'm a chatter. Smile.
Oh, well, thank you.
Subscription produced from my loyal.
Well.
All right, let's pick it up. You guys return to Galen's Gate with extra people in tow. Specifically, you have a child and you have a dwarf man. Everything went better than expected, and nobody died. Someone was changed forever,
Wow.
but nobody you
what-
knew.
No, there was one guy turned in tomato paste. The necromancer.
Well,
Isn't
yeah,
Gruff-
but
I feel like we got to know him.
I feel like
Or her.
I feel like yeah, you feel like you got to know him. It's a girl. Yeah, right. Exactly.
The fish racist Gruff that I once knew doesn't exist anymore. Is he really the same?
Aren't we
We're still
all?
the same old gruff.
No, I
I
think
like
he's
the-
better.
I like to think that once he turned into a fish, we all just didn't say a word for the rest of the trip.
Weren't we all changed?
Just 13 days of silence and,
Yeah, it's just
and undulating.
All right, are we going into the containment room where we're gonna open some more pages?
Oh yeah.
We're gonna dissect Gruff.
Yeah, let's see what else we can turn him into.
Look in my belly.
I'm looking I don't see much in there except dripping.
All right. So the party
Feed me,
returns to Galen's Gate, and thankfully, due to maybe their their prominent position or the fact that Gruff's always looked kind of gross, nobody really questions the fact that Gruff is now a giant squid man. They were kind of getting used to the tentacle. Or maybe they just decide not to ask questions since the master of the Assassin's Guild's with him. Or what have you.
As is the job.
Anyway, as the party arrives back in their home away from home, did you guys ever name this? I can't remember.
I don't think
Have we didn't confirm?
we have never confirmed or denied the
Oh yeah, because it was supposed to be Meteor Strike as a bonus
And
action.
I liked gatekeepers. I
Gatekeepers, that's what it was. Yeah, I say we go with that officially.
Okay.
Yeah, just bite the bullet and give.
name it now. Yeah, name it now or it never will be.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold
If
on.
it's not named now, it'll forever just be the guild.
It'll just be called that
Another
building
guild.
over there.
That guild.
All right. You return to the Gatekeeper Guild, and we've got some reports. This mission was a success. The return from the graves revealed that there was, in fact, a necromancy ring that was beginning to raise the dead. They were put down in good order, and some treasure was brought back. The party gains 1,000 gold pieces
Between us or each?
total into this cash. I'm doing all of them, so.
Okay.
Do these also not include their cuts?
This includes what you get. So this isn't.
Okay.
This is profit.
So they are paid. Cool.
Yeah, they are paid by either spoils or through salaries already established. All right, Jaina returns. She is heavily scarred. It seems things did not go well. Sending her by herself on a treasure hunt, it seems, resulted in failure.
Oh no.
Claudette the Redeemer returns. As it turns out, sending this particular individual to dissolve things politically and with as little bloodshed as possible was the appropriate choice. She returns with a free alliance, specifically a small band of hobgoblin rangers returns with her, providing additional food to Galen's Gate.
What?
Ooh.
Wait, where the fuck did we send her?
I thought she was.
She was dismantling the political issue between the two gods, rather not two gods, the worshippers.
Nisha and
Yes.
Jacob.
Yes,
Where'd she
those two.
find the fucking hobgoblins?
Well, as it turns out, one of the major issues was that there was a disagreement between the two of them of that local tribe. So when she went there to find out where their dispositions were leaning, she was able to convince them to officially join Galen's Gate.
Huh. Go figure.
And there it is.
Claudette handled her shit. And then some. All right. Returning next.
She's fired,
All right.
making us look bad.
All right. You know, that's not the first time I've had that happen. Whoa,
Yes.
that guy's way too competent. Get rid of him.
I don't appreciate your diplomacy.
All right. And thus, Mission 4, they return from their treasure hunt having been a massive success. As it turns out, Wadewino Widewaddle proves herself to be yet a incredibly capable finagler of locks and finder of treasure. And as such, the party receives 5,000 gold pieces.
Does that mean we fire her too?
Fire everyone and start over.
Fire anyone that didn't fail.
You're setting a lot of the wrong messages, I think.
Yes, we must cull success from our ranks.
All right, and these two return from their trial, and their monster hunt ended in a success, promoting order and stability in the region. And in addition to that, you have... Wait, what was this? Hold on, I have to go double check what this creature was. I guess I didn't roll the hide. Huh.
Huh.
All right. +1 to order then. All right, and as such, 4 missions were successful, and therefore, the success trickles upwards towards you. Everyone here gains a level.
Poggers.
Wowee.
Woo. Wait.
Nah.
Oh wait.
Truly, the
Wait, we leveled?
stars
Yes.
come
Yeah, we
back
leveled.
into the sky. A newcomer.
Wait.
They did
Whoa.
so well, we gained experience.
Wait. Wait a minute.
Pandering to Ronnie.
So
It's not pandering, it was. Oh my god.
You could have told us this like last week so we could actually level.
Because I had to roll them first.
No. How much money did Ronnie give you?
Like none.
That's not important.
I was gonna make a change.org petition, and I just decided against it.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
All right, that's 1,200 for each of us. I'm giving 600 to Hackney and 300 to Braktor. Just letting y'all know.
What about me?
Yeah.
Nothing for you.
Wait, you said that. Yeah.
Wait. Now I was trying to level my character. What did I gain? You gave me money?
We get a 1,200 gold cut from the.
We get 1,200 from all of our
earnings.
experienced adventurers.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
divisioning it up now.
And then Bellanova gets half of mine and I get half of his. So we both get 1,200.
What?
No, we don't have that much. It's like I was given 600. I'm assuming everyone else gets 300.
No,
Was that how you're
we got
mathing?
12.
No.
We have a total of 6, so we all got 12. But Ozzy's paying you off for the money.
No, we have 5. We're not paying this girl.
Yeah, 6.
Man.
Yeah, 6 divided by.
Are we
60
okay?
divided by 5 is. Wait.
Right, yeah. 6,000 divided by 5.
math.
Y'all
Yes.
got me fucking confused.
Yes, we each get 1,200 from the spoils, and I, Ozzy, personally am giving 600 to Hackney and 300 to Braktor for my loans.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So Hackney, you actually have 1,800,
I'm fucking leveling up right now.
and Braktor has
Wait, how much do I have?
you got 1,200 out of it, no more, no less.
Man.
This is not hard. Y'all silly. Y'all
I-
That's
silly.
what I said and everyone yelled at me.
I
I'm-
resist fire now.
Yeah, I was wrong. I'm sorry.
We yelled at you because you're doing this thing. Oh, 12 to half. You get half. We double our money.
No.
Mr. DM, just so you know, I am multi-classing into cleric for 1 level.
Okay.
Me get ingot stuff.
I'm just still,
I
I'm
can
still
make
going
you armor.
hard on
Yeah.
druid.
Do 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 do. Mm-hmm.
Forge.
Druid shepherd. I get at level 8. Feet.
All right. I have a little thing for you guys. You can click this object to see your earnings.
Which object?
This one on the table here.
Very nice.
I thought it was gonna be the stool.
Just left click on it, and a little thing should pop up.
Very nice.
I get resistance to fire damage and a +1 to AC while wearing heavy armor.
I usually spend 2 to 3 days leveling up, so I'm just going to pretend I'm level 7 for the rest of the session.
Weird.
Wait,
What?
but you've been asking to be level 8 for like 3 weeks.
I didn't expect to get it.
To be fair, 8th level is for people who aren't multi-class, it does have a lot of catches. Give them that much.
Oh yeah, because I get a wild shape improvement too. So I can now be flying and CR1. So that's a big one for Druid.
Didn't you already turn into a flying creature?
He is a flying
no.
creature.
I summoned flying creatures, and yeah,
Oh, that's what it was.
yeah, but I couldn't turn into them.
Oh, you guys, I finally unlocked the ability to fly.
It was weirdly like restrictive. Like, oh, I could fly normally, but if I change into a bird, forget about it. I have to like wild shape into myself. If I wild shaped in myself, I couldn't fly.
Amazing. All right. Everybody got their hit points rolled?
I think so.
Oh yeah, I
no.
roll my hit points at least.
Only 2 of us did.
R5. Ooh, max out, boy.
Big.
Wait, did I actually roll?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a roll.
Okay.
You don't
just
need the
making
one in
sure.
front of it.
Gotcha. I'm up to 56.
Big level.
I never took a foot
Eight.
cantrip. Not for us fucking multi-classing sons of bitches. Although Cleric level 6, that's when you get a fucking Divine Domain feature.
I got my Ranger feature.
Not the shitty one.
Yeah, we don't get a new proficiency
Oh
bonus.
man, what's the Ranger feature at 8? Is that
No,
your favorite enemy
my
or-
3rd level Ranger.
Oh,
I haven't chosen which archetype.
okay.
I'll figure it out. I mean, I was thinking that I could take
Ooh, maxi hours.
I could be the Beastmaster and make the catfish my beast.
That could be cool. You could
But
also
then my
go
catfish
Horizon
would need
Walker.
stats.
I mean, I can stat the catfish. That's not a problem. But it's like,
Stat the cat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna read them over real quick,
all right.
so we can continue.
Well, in either case, your successes are paramount. There's a couple of other things as well that you get to choose. Because whilst you were gone, Gailen was not idle. And oh boy, has he been wheeling and dealing. I'm going to zoom you guys out a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, so this is where your guild is. This is where the main street of the city is. Things are starting to get hopping. All right, so you guys get a choice. This is a free choice, so you just have to choose one of these. You don't have to pay for it or anything, but the choice that you make will kind of determine the direction that you want the city to go in. So Gailen has been working his magic with the different people in different countries. He has spoken with the Krazaxian king, and the king has offered direct support, meaning that he will send the finest masons that Krazix has to offer in order to lay the brick of the roads and to begin construction on the city's infrastructure and aqueducts. However, he requests an alliance with Krazix in exchange. So that's option 1. You guys writing this down because there's a lot of them.
Okay.
Who's writing it down? All of us.
All of us is the right answer.
I'm
Okay.
trying to find space in my spreadsheets.
Spreadsheet.
I can delete that.
Alliance with Krasnik.
Alliance with Krasmib.
Krazix.
Finest roads and masons, but needs alliance with Krasnik.
Rabbits.
All right, so there's that. The next thing is that he has been offered support from Ord in the basically in the terms of extra protection from the wall in order to keep safe the walls and to kind of push back any encroaching menaces. So Ord is offering martial strength and protection, but in exchange, a White Pantheon temple must be built in the city, which will therefore influence the religious spread within the city.
Will they pay for the temple?
As I said, this is free, a free choice,
Okay,
meaning that the cost is already included. You don't have to pay anything extra. Basically, at this point, you're deciding kind of the soul of the city a little bit, if that makes any sense.
Hmm.
Okay. The next little bit. Oh man. The pirates of Bloodwave Bay have noticed that you have a particularly nice little setup. They offer you ships. Ships to help you with trade and water in the Sickened Sea. And also offers to widen the river for you so that you may be able to take on a larger port. However, in exchange, they would like to request permission to do business in the area and to use your port as sanctuary.
Okay.
Do you guys understand what I mean by that?
Yeah, they want to do pirate stuff and not get slammed by the hand of justice.
And also use your port for protection.
So when the hand of justice
Which
comes
means-
to us, we protect them.
Very sure, y'all.
So there's that. Due to your previous actions, KO has decided that perhaps they could further the business relationship between them and Galen's Gate. They offer you premium spots in the Great Bazaar in order to sell your unique wares that you may or may not get. However, in exchange, they would like you specifically to not do business with Ord.
Already?
Okay. The next bit is the Mages Guild has offered a teleportation circle network in order to connect you with the rest of the world. In exchange, however, they request the permission to build a chapter house within your city and to receive guild dues from the treasury.
Roger Dodger.
I believe it is imperative that I kind of mention that this has other effects that you may not be immediately aware of, but that your characters would be from their placement in the history of the world. This would be the first of many steps of the Mages Guild getting back to its original power, which some consider to be a bad thing and others consider to be a good thing. Depends on which side that you're standing on.
Do we have an idea, and maybe I need to do a history check or whatever, about like their general alignment or the pantheons they follow or anything in particular?
The Mages Guild don't have any particular religious leanings except for perhaps maybe Runetheris, but not to any exceptional degree that would be worrisome if you didn't want that. And the second thing is that probably the thing that you would know about their alliances is that the Mages Guild adhere to two things: money and knowledge, and they want to make sure that they're the ones with the most of it. At least that's what they were in the past. Now, there have been great links of the new Archmage to kind of promote a different feeling for this Mages Guild. So there is a bit of a I suppose a hopeful optimism around that the new Mages Guild may be for the betterment of all, but there is a lot of precedent and history to the contrary. As I said, it depends on which side that you've been on.
Okay.
Anything else?
All right, let's see here. Checking over a couple more. Okay. Dabarek has offered you a stable masters, and a retinue of horses. And in exchange, they request that you do not do business with Dalton.
Fuck them. That's not in character. Just fuck you. Fuck you. You have fucking Dondisberg, piece of shit.
Oh, actually, they don't. Not anymore.
Good. I'm glad. Fuck Dondisberg.
You okay over there? What's going on?
Eh? Speaking of my good ear.
You shy?
Yeah.
All right, and those are your options.
I'd like to personally say I think Ord can shove it. I don't want no white Pantheon temple.
I know this is gonna come as a surprise, but I would like to do business with Krazix. You know, I'd certainly like to be, you know, allowed to go back to my home.
What was Krazik's terms again?
Get.
We wanted to form an alliance with Krazix, but I don't remember
The dwarf's cost is an alliance.
Oh, okay, so I did write that down right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They will send you masons and builders to help create the foundation of the city, but in exchange, they request an official alliance. That means a public one.
Who are Krazik's enemies is the question in there.
Do we know that?
Yeah, so you do know it would have to be a public one, yes.
Well, I meant like.
No. What are Krazik's enemies? What's their like political standing?
Well, I mean, the political standing with Krazix is okay. Hold on. Give me some history. Well, actually, give me history with advantage since you have Braktor.
I can roll that. I think it'd be proficient.
I mean, I could do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 21.
Oh, you beat me, damn.
Hackney will remember this.
I know a lot of history.
She will be impressed.
Belanovan, who needs to follow history when fate tells you what's going to happen anyway?
True.
Didn't Gruff light his map on fire after turning into a fish man?
I don't know. Gruff does a lot of things.
My map?
No, his map like turned into like visualized metal.
Yeah, all my maps told me is that things are happening.
Gruff turned into a fish, and your map turned into a magic eye puzzle.
Everything is as it should be.
Your map is just a picture of the Matron of Fate shrugging.
All right. So with that history check, hold on. I have to give you a brief rundown of Krazix. So Krazix's current political standing is it is on neutral terms with nearly every country, although there have recently been actions that have strained relations between Krazix and Dalton. There has been a straining of Krazix and the World Wanderers. There have been, although this isn't specifically for a faction or country, Krazix is currently dealing with a lot of the Viacan invaders, and as such, they have been hearing some disturbing rumors and kind of pressed thin, as it were. So they are kind of in a weaker state to press themselves out, martially speaking. And, but generally speaking, most individual countries have a neutral or positive role with the dwarves, except for the Imperium, which is specifically the new elven faction that is trying to bring back the Elven Empire. And they are also your eastern neighbors.
The elves are,
That's an
or
ouch.
Kazakh
The elves are your
elves are.
eastern neighbors.
Oh, so
yeah, that's
they're
a big
definitely
ouch.
They're in the
They're
same
gonna view-
region as you.
they're going to view that as a fortified
Correct.
position.
Well, yeah, but what's more important than getting this city built and protected?
Not making enemies.
Well, we're gonna make enemies no matter what we do.
Not true. As
Sure
long
it
as you
is.
stay in the dark long enough, no one knows you're there.
Well, if we're gonna be a shining city on the hill, as it were, we're not gonna stay in the dark for long. I'd
Well,
for one
I'm-
like sturdy walls to hide behind if we have to.
Well, I'm quite interested.
I'm
in
quite
mages.
fond of the. Yes, me too.
Being able to teleport wherever we want is a lot better than staying on a ship for weeks.
Circles.
It will also make sure that other people can get in easier, and we won't have to worry about the people trying to make roads.
Well,
Yeah.
That's not what that means. We can't just go anywhere. That means we can go, anywhere with the teleportation circle.
Yeah,
it is
but
still somewhere, though.
they're gonna make a circuit for us, or help make a circuit, or
Well,
with
yeah.
anything that's already existing, we'd be able to use.
Oh, Amel, I would have been nice to have been able to go home, but I guess I see your point.
Well, if you can teleport close to home, then
That's not really the problem.
I mean, I
We
mean,
can
if
only
you,
choose one of these.
I don't know what you said.
she said, "Can we only choose one of these?"
yes.
Yes, only one.
That hurts.
I mean,
Galen only has the political capital to do one for free. That is.
if you're not allowed in Krazix, do you think they'll just make us kick you out if we ally with them? I mean, why does allying with them suddenly make you in their good graces?
Well, if we're allied and I'm an official representative of Galen's Gate, they can't kick me out. That would be a social faux pas. I would legally be allowed to be there and maybe access some of their records.
Well, I mean, for my money, I'm also leaning towards Mages Guild. It feels, I would say, the safest.
I mean, I'm not gonna fight that hard for it. It's just
Oh, do you not care about your homeland? Oh, I thought you cared, mate.
no, I do. It's just we're a team. Sometimes you don't always get what you want for the sake of the group. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold it against you if you don't agree with me.
Do we know?
Look at that
Who would
dwarven
not-
wisdom. Oh, what's
do
up?
we know who wouldn't like us having a Mages Guild or helping the Mages Guild?
Give me history and insight checks, and maybe I can help you make a decision here.
I will
Okay.
assist Hackney with the history.
Ouch! I did bad this time.
Give me the two highest.
15. Oh, 23.
I got a nat 20 on insight.
So 23 insight and
16 history.
okay. So here's the problem with the Mages Guild.
Oh, I got 20 on history too.
Nice, people popping off right now. So here's the problem with the Mages Guild. Technically speaking, right now the Mages Guild has no official enemies because the faction was nearly destroyed. It has only barely risen up out of its gravestone in Majatal, and it is only by the actions of the Archmage and their close compatriots that they have been able to slowly but surely make a comeback. Now, granted, the Mages Guild is still a shadow of its former self, and it is the shadow that it once was that has many denizens of Calcatesh on edge. For in the height of its power, the Mages Guild was an autonomous individual organization that defied boundaries of countries, their sovereignty. It worked nearly completely unimpeded. due to its strength and power. There are many that are old enough to have remembered those times that do not want it to return, Krazix being one of them. Krazix, the dwarves are old enough to remember the things that the Mages Guild limited them from doing and all sorts of other things. This isn't to say that the Mages Guild was evil, but it was certainly an oppressive presence where all things magical had to be done with their approval and with their oversight. And as with any powerful organization like that, there were times of corruption, as is the way. So, that and their army of Taltican they once owned, which could take on any of the country's standing armies easily, was one of the major reasons why the Mages Guild had so much power. Now, in the current day, the Mages Guild has, thus far, shown itself to be a different entity, and this is due in no small part to the actions of their Archmages. The first one being Thrang, and the second one being Nemia. Now, while all that is being said and done, this is truly a choice as to whether or not you believe that the Mages Guild will fall into the temptation of their old ways. Because it is very easy to say that you won't misuse power until you have it. So it is completely up to all of you as to whether or not you want to take that risk. While they will most certainly be a boon, and it will make everyone a little nervous, it won't have any immediate, direct, let's call it, threatening actions. But you do take the risk that should this Mages Guild prove themselves to be incapable of resisting the pull and the call of such old power, that they may turn yet to what they once were. That's the risk you take.
Out of curiosity, if we do support them, are they going to try and limit magic within our place, or is that just the old ways? What sort of image are they exactly pushing at this moment?
The current image that the Mages Guild is pushing is that they wish to recover the use of the Arcane Union and to bring everyone into the light of understanding together. However, that is also the same outlook that the Mages Guild had when it was first created. So, I suppose you'll have to see. No one knows for sure. It depends.
Worst case scenario.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, worst case scenario, we got assassins.
I don't think that's how that works.
Well,
I
what
don't
else are
wanna-
they for?
I don't want to argue, but how else does it work?
Well, you can't just assassinate people you're doing business with.
You truly can, mate.
Well,
You
then,
absolutely can.
well, then who can you assassinate?
Listen.
How about we assassinate nobody,
You
huh?
have to go
Huh?
through. You have to think about the consequences.
Well, I don't want to assassinate. Point is, I
Leave the
won't.
assassinating to me.
I won't be sad if
I-
with the Mages Guild. I mean, I am a wizard, sort of.
I peek out to make sure that no one's fucking listening.
Nobody's
Just, you
listening,
know.
just the Dwarven Gardener.
Nobody's listening. Just this dwarf
Oh,
who
yeah,
is
yeah, that
himself
guy's-
an
Yeah, he's
who
just
is
standing there.
himself an assassin.
Hey there.
Hey, mate.
He is an assassin.
Well,
What
that's
do you-
right. That's my class.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
should be giving his expert opinion. Oh, you could sure as shit assassinate people you do business with. We want killed.
You wanted my opinion? Okay, well, truth be told, I was just a beardling back when the Mages Guild operated, and I gotta tell you, they were hard to assassinate.
I told you.
So I would say that although yes, you could stab a wizard in the back, they're protected by their Taltican, their magic wards. It was not an easy task to take. It's not an easy task to take down a properly prepared mage. But then again, they took good care of their friends. Real good care.
So we have an opportunity. We could have a powerful ally or an enemy in the gates. That could be quite dangerous, but quite rewarding, I imagine.
I've made my stance known. I'd certainly like to see us be a proper city up and running as soon as we can, and I think Krasix can do that. But
Oh.
I'm not going to argue against the Mages Guild.
Well, then we have a problem with the elves.
Well, yeah.
I feel like we're gonna have a problem with the elves regardless.
I'm sorry, then we have a problem with elves, and then I'm sorry, I just looked at Bractor. Yeah, fuck elves. He's so dwarfish, dude. I'm sorry, continue.
Can we? What about the offered support from Ord if we want to make sure our town is safe?
Yeah, I'm not on very good terms with Ord. I kind of killed a wizard.
I mean, Ord's fine. It's just.
Wait.
They're fine.
Do you believe that because you killed one wizard, that all wizards are angry at you? That is hilarious, dude.
He thinks he's an outlaw in Ord, and I'm fairly certain nobody even knew. Like, the old guy just had a heart attack.
It's the wizard hive mind.
That's how Ronnie's character stays alive, man, by assuming everyone's trying to kill him.
I mean,
Exactly.
Ord's fine. It's just, it's always been kind of a shitty version of Krasix in my eyes.
We've been
Oof.
doing a lot of things to already boost the walls. Perhaps we should invest in
Dwarvish.
something
Hell yeah,
else.
brother.
Invest in what?
Something else.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of things to increase protection, like just in general. That has in general been the thing that we have chosen almost every single time that we've had an opportunity. I think we're okay for a little
Well, do
bit.
we
We should
have-
focus on other
Do
parts.
we have enough protection in case a war breaks out?
I think people should have houses to hide in, so that's another vote for Krasix. Well, listen, we ain't heard from our big wet friend, Gruff. Do you still call yourself Gruff?
Yeah,
What do you think, mate? You got any opinions on this? What
I'm
do you?
not gonna get involved in the problems of men.
I'm afraid you're involved right now, mate. You're standing in a man's building. What do you want to go out and?
Which I'm clearly not affiliated with. I'm a monster, and you guys are people.
Oh my god, he's actually turned into a fish.
I still think you're a people, Gruff.
I mean, we all look weird and different. That guy's got horns.
If I influence your decision, then I'm definitely a noble.
I've never respected that decision before, but he's got a point, I guess.
He doesn't have a point. You're just letting him get away with doing nothing.
I mean, what have we been
Damn,
doing
dude.
if not that?
That big call out, bro. Whoa, dude.
All right, fine. Gruff, you decide who we ally with.
Oh, I'm not so
Only
sure
a
about
monster
that.
can make this decision. Is
Uh,
that what you want, Belladovin? Gruff, go on. Ally with.
No, that's not what I said.
Nobody.
You see, there you go.
I mean, that's kind of a safe decision. Like, we don't have to ally with the nobody. But, I mean, I think it would be beneficial with either Krasix or, Mage Guild. I could go either way on that, so I guess it's between the rest of you.
I mean, as much as maybe going with Krasix would benefit me, I mean, Hackney's kind of got a point. We have put a lot of emphasis on physical infrastructure, because it's, arguably important because we live in the fucking Thunderdome. But I can't. I have no argument to make against the fact that we haven't been focusing a lot on magical protection.
The Badlands was supposed to be different. We're not supposed to be allied with nobody. It's supposed to be our own thing out here. Now we're trying to be friends with everybody. Fuck them.
Well, we're not trying to be friends. We're trying to look for.
They're gonna see it that way, though.
What about?
he is right about that.
We're trying to be a central hub, right? Aren't we? Trying to be a good golden eye. What if we did, thing with Cow? Then we get a premium spot in the Grand Bazaar.
Yeah, but
We shouldn't shoot ourselves in the leg and prevent us doing business with Ord. It will piss them off. And what
Yeah.
about allies they have?
KO's a bunch of dicks. Also, did we specifically come out here with the intent goal to, build a bridge to Ord?
I believe it is important to remind you that Ord is your western neighbor, and Galen is originally from Ord.
Yeah, I can do that.
We could, but
Wouldn't be wise.
Someone just call Galen old again, and he'll go run away.
No.
Ord is a powerful enemy that I don't want to have.
I'm only 32.
is there like a strength check of our town in terms of defense?
You have fortification and munitions. What would you like to know?
Well, we also have those.
We have the Dark Elves too, don't we?
Dark Elves.
And
How
well,
strong are
you
they?
also
Got martial
have
training.
Hobgoblin Rangers as well.
I think the question is, could we invade Ord and completely like destroy them?
No, would we be able to fend off?
I'm sorry, what did you ask me?
Can we invade every city on the planet
That's
and the
not my
world?
question.
Can we destroy them? How do I destroy them? I roll to destroy.
So how strong are
Okay.
the elves to our east?
Okay.
There.
All right, so you guys are asking for assertions of your neighbor's strength, yes?
Yeah.
Okali dokali. That I will have to answer off stream.
Oh, okay.
1 second, please.
Yeah.
Hey! Thanks for the host. We're gonna be just a couple seconds. I have to do secret talks. So please stare into the void for me. All right, we're back.
Hey,
Hear me out.
hearing you out.
If we go for the mage one, we will still be able to be bringing in resources as well as other things that we could actually get more from. Like, we could build up our infrastructure more, or we can expand our reach to get a little bit easier to get other resources from other places as well as talented people.
I like to sound like a coward, which I kind of am, but I mean, I like the idea of teleportation circles as evacuation points in case, worst comes to worst.
We could also get teleportation aid.
Don't forget your talking clouds.
Oh, I don't.
Well, what I'm worried about is the whole history repeats itself with the Mages Guild, and then we just become a hub for domineering mages.
Oh, listen, it took them a long time, I imagine, to become, the big nasty boys. So, I mean, we're thinking a bit short term here, but that might be for the best.
The following are the players.
Well, the whole point is we're trying
Stir?
to build a hub. We're supposed to
Universe?
be thinking in the long term.
Sure for?
If we are
Ronnie,
looking at this in the long term,
Sean.
it would be ultimately beneficial to be able to go from place to place safely, because the biggest deterrence towards coming to Gailen's Gate at the moment is how dangerous the Badlands are.
I don't think everyone's going to be able to use teleportation as a normal means of transportation.
No, but it's a further one. It's a different option.
Yeah, but
And
we
if
had
the
good roads and infrastructure, then more people are going to be able to travel safely as long as we keep the roads safe.
we can't
Remember when we had that one guy and we really thought about it and it was an impossible task? This may be the only safe way to get people to Galen's Gate, period.
Well, that was an impossible task because he was actually just giving us an impossible task because he wanted to.
Well, I mean, I mean, if you don't, if you're not into the Mage Guild, like, what's your choice then, Bellnovan?
Like I was saying, mine would either be the Krazix or the Ord.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not too fond of Ord. I mean, not because of the wizard thing. I mean, it's super dead. No, but like little white pantheon, white pantheon temple. I don't need them coming in here telling me how to run things. Like, we got a nice big green thing going on.
Yeah, you're very fine with the Green Pantheon being the main thing, but not other pantheons. We get it.
Correct.
I do want to raise a point of order. If we invite Ord in here, they're gonna probably have a problem with your, Assassin's Guild.
I think
And
anyone's gonna have a problem with that.
Well, yeah,
but Ord will be able to
won't kill.
actually stop you.
KO won't care.
if we have an actual good guys church here, they're probably going to actively try to get you to, not have that.
They'll actually actively try and influence us, undoubtedly, as well.
I mean,
Yeah.
Krazix.
Just go with Krazix.
Well,
Krazix are gonna
here's
do
my
the-
problem with that one, though. If we do that one, then for sure we will likely be facing some form of attack from the elves. We should try and prevent that. We don't want to close off a potential ally.
Oh no, those elves are kind of bitches. They might just sit there and be mad at us.
I mean, that's possible too, but it's best not to
I'm sorry.
guarantee it.
I got a feeling like I'm not a racist or nothing, but I have a feeling that elves are just gonna get pissy anyway.
Listen, I'll do the Mages Guild as long as Hackney will become one of the Archmages.
I would love that, actually.
I don't think you can just become an Archmage. I think there's only one of them.
Well, she has to promise
Yeah,
you that.
fuck those elves. High fives, Bractor.
So then,
Yeah.
If I
he
get
is
the
an
opportunity,
Archmage,
I would be happy to do so. But
it's less likely they become corrupt. Listen, I have to think about a future for my sister, and if these mages have a reputation of becoming these power-hungry bastards, then I don't really want that. Especially if our little civilization here becomes strong enough that they can become a central point and just kind of abuse their powers. Because
Well-
once mages become too strong, it's very hard to get them out. They're
For
like a
what
little
it's-
tumor.
For what it's worth, Krazix is not an unfair country, and they do quite a bit of business. We might be able to just become, allies with them and get their help just with either, business or doing good deeds. I don't know how often this Mages Guild thing is going to come along, and listen, let's be honest. One, they might be able to help Kakira, which would help our town not explode, and two, if you're worried about them being corrupt, I would say the best way to alleviate that problem is to work with them and say, help them be, better than they used to be. Guide them so that they don't make the mistakes of the past.
But you can't really guide them unless you're a mage yourself. Don't they always get consumed by the hunger for power and knowledge over the arts?
that's an assumption based on the past.
I heard their first Archmage wasn't even a wizard, he was like a fighter.
Listen, the whole point of history and knowing it is so it doesn't repeat itself. What actions can we really do except just saying, hey, I really don't think you guys should be power hungry like last time. We'd have to make safe.
I mean, but they'd agree with us right now.
Well, it's always easy for someone to say, hey, have you ever heard of the story of the scorpion and the toad?
What?
That's such a silly story. Scorpions can swim.
I won't say the scorpion in that toe.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I think scorpions can swim.
Scorpions can
Yes,
swim, bro.
they can. They have surface mass. They float on the surface of the water. I have studied. It's so stupid, Bellanovan. It's one of my pet peeves.
They live in the desert, and when would they ever be able to?
It doesn't matter, Bellanovan. Also, actually, they live in non-desert locations. But you don't know that because you're not a Green Pantheon. You don't care.
It's not that I don't.
Wow. Is there dinner to go with this show?
Hey, you know what can't swim? Fucking elves, am I?
Oh, yeah, they're too skinny.
Beard buffing.
They get drug away in the waves like a bitch.
So what are we actually gonna do to make sure that these mages don't repeat what they've done?
Just oversee them.
Well,
We
If
can't
they're close, we can watch them better.
Powerful than you.
well, I'm not saying we
They're actually not
necessarily
that
oversee
much.
them, but if we have Hackney, who is a fine wizard, and also me. I mean, I'm a wizard.
And I'm also from Margital, don't forget.
Listen, I understand your concern, and yeah, it's true. You don't change hearts and minds just by telling them, "Oi, don't do this." But we can show them there's a better way, a way to get what they want without sending killer death robots to attack people. Plus, I mean, the surest way to make sure they don't do anything is to just not do anything ourselves. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Wait, so you're telling us not to go with them?
No, I'm just saying, if you want them to be the way they used to be, the best way to accomplish that is to just do nothing and prove that we're not willing to work with them because of the mistakes they made.
They'll get better.
I don't think you prove you're not willing to work with them, but like that would mean that anyone we disagree with, proving we're
Well-
not working with them.
Well, that's why we were worried about the elves, right? Like,
Well,
spurned them.
if we make an official alliance with the dwarves, then the elves would undoubtedly consider that a threat.
Yeah, but the elves, they take 30
Well
years to
done.
craft.
You have activated
In the
the
morning.
summoning.
All right, I'm not serious about that one. It probably only takes them like 2
I was about to whip out the biology book and hit you with it.
All right, let's make some final votes. How about that? We don't want to be here all day thinking about it. I mean, not that I'm here to take lead. What do you think, Bellanovan? What's your pick? Don't even argue. Just say it. Say your pick.
Probably Krazix.
Krazix for you. Hackney wants Mages Guild, right? Braktor wants Krazix. I could go either Krazix or Mage Guild, and Gruff is abstaining.
So we're deadlocked then, basically.
No,
Right?
no. I think it's firmly in. I think it's
It's-
firmly in favor of
yes.
Krazix. Oh, flip a coin. I've got one right here. Hold on. Hold on. I'm digging. I'm gonna find it.
Wait.
All right,
Not
here
that
go.
one, right?
What? Oh, yeah. This is the wrong one. Whoops. Oh,
Well,
how'd that get
let's
there?
not disintegrate our earnings we just got.
Let's battle to the death.
No, there's no battling to the death.
The final survivor gets to decide.
What? You don't want to decide. That would mean you're a noble. Can you just sit in the corner and quiet down while we talk? That's what I thought.
Okay, I have 300 coins and 1 coin of fate, and I lost it in my bag. So I'm going to roll a D301, and if it's the 301, then that's the coin that gets flipped.
What?
What?
Just roll a
It's
D2
okay.
if you're flipping a coin.
It was a No, that was
He was trying to see.
that was a normal
Oh.
coin that I flipped. So
Okay.
You
and
didn't
one.
choose heads or tails. Why are you going so fast?
Man,
Krazix is 1, rolling again. Okay.
that's a
Damn it,
D1.
no! Wait, you bitch!
All right, Krazix is 2.
You can't change.
This is the worst.
All right, there you have it.
So wait, how? I want to see the response of Hackney after the coin flip falls on Krazix.
She actually said no.
Listen, I don't want to throw a wrench in the works. I'll make right by Krazix, and I'll convince them we're worthy to work with. We should go with the Mages Guild.
Why'd you just switch your mind now?
Because I have a soft spot for Hackney. Live with it.
Then why do we have to do all the flipping?
The best part is
Because-
she's not an elf. What, pal?
That is true. Because look, I need to make things right with my homeland on my own terms.
Why were you making it so difficult from the start then? Was this some change of fate because you heard her distressed?
I mean, also that, but one, I need to do this job properly, not have someone else do it for me. And two, it's kind of funny to watch us argue.
Okay, I'll remember this for next time.
Okay. Remember when I had to decide, oh, Bractor, do we have Dark Elves or should we get a Lich like Hackney wanted? I went against Hackney that time. It's her turn.
I didn't want a lich.
I didn't want any of the other ones.
What?
What?
I see you're
Out
just
of character, I wanted the lich, but Hackney didn't.
As I can see, you're just making things worse.
Oh, you know what? Gruff retired from making things worse, so now we all have to pitch in.
That's not true. He has plenty of opportunities to make things worse.
All right, I'm flipping a coin to see if Gruff makes things worse. 2 is worse.
Next thing we know, he's
Nope.
just gonna be a racist to humans rather than fish.
No, Gruff's all right. All right, Mages Guild then. All right, Mages Guild. Let's
Yeah.
move on.
Make it so.
It's not like I have a choice.
You do have a choice, mate. You're the leader. You could just say Krazix and then we'll all bow to you and kiss your toes.
Oh, I can?
I don't want to do that. Certainly not the kissing his toes.
Look at me. I'm kissing your toes.
If it is my choice, then we're going Krazix.
Oh.
No.
Oh God, he has a
Honest-
beak. Oh no.
Honestly, I win either way, so whatever.
I get half of his choice.
Why is he
Wait,
still doing
but then you'd be a noble because you're influencing things.
No, I'm influencing my brother.
Who is a
Wait,
noble? Who is
Well,
influencing
wait.
things?
If he's your brother and he's a noble, doesn't that also make you a noble by extension?
Bloodlines and all that, yes.
I don't like where this is going.
Good. We've all talked this.
Wait, no. We established this in the previous episode that just because he's a noble doesn't mean that I am, and we are individuals even though we share.
Was that before or after you gave him all your money?
That was when we went to the Matron of Fate's fountain.
So after you gave him all your money.
It was quite a while after, yes, like 14 days on the airship.
So we're going Krazix, right?
No.
Well, I'll make right by us with Krazix. Let's go with the Mages Guild. Also, I'm gonna be honest. I want to build everything, and you know. Fuck.
Ozzy's gone. Ozzy's
You really-
done. Y'all
You really
figure
switch
it
your
out.
mind, don't you?
Look. Hackney deserves a win.
What?
What? I think she deserves a win. This is a good turn for her.
I didn't know we were doing this not based on W's and L's.
I mean, not literal, but like. Look, I think this will be a good experience for her.
It is a little bit awkward to hear my name in third person, but sure, why not? I'll take it.
Yeah, take the win.
I'm very confused right now.
Well, you know what? At least you're not an elf.
Yeah, well, we're gonna.
Hey, well, Belly,
Yes?
I'm gonna go play outside.
Okay.
Woo! Outside, bitches!
Wow, it took
She's
a
going to
turn.
steal the whole town blind.
She only deals in petty crime.
Anyway, since you're the leader, should you go tell Gailen?
I'm the leader.
But if you're the leader, that makes you a noble.
No.
Yes, it does, clearly the leader has to be a noble because he owns this place,
No,
right?
it's a bunch of nobles following me because I'm the chosen one.
You're not the chosen one.
I am outside the economy.
You know, in a weird way, he
What does that
actually
even
sort of,
mean?
he actually sort of is the chosen one by someone, clearly.
Well, I'm
Having
also
been
the
turned into
chosen
a
one by the
fish.
matron of fate, if you want to go on along those terms.
I mean, yes. As it turns out, the term "the chosen one" is pretty variable.
Exactly, that's why I don't go around saying I'm the chosen one.
I'm also not a dwarf right now. So.
Let's just mage guild, because y'all are just sitting here all rambunctious, and let's go to the bomb shelter and read some more of those.
Okay, so I believe it's probably of importance that I remind everyone that Hackney, your nephew is in jeopardy, and you know where he is. So you gonna take care of that?
Yeah.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
Anyway, Mages Guild, let's go get it.
Guys, what if we went with KO?
What?
Oh, I'm just kidding, mate.
What the fuck?
That was mean. Oh, sorry, that was...
Anyway, before we go, we need to send the druids to the place, and then we can go, I think.
Alright.
Did we have any other quests that we wanted to send out? Actually, everyone's back, so can't we send
No.
them out again?
I thought we were going to read more of the scrolls.
That is true. Might help.
It's probably better that we don't have any more... Well, I mean, do you think... So it's either A, the more scrolls that we haven't read, he can somehow use that when we're over there because he's the ones that created them, or B, the more scrolls we open leaves more little smudges of destruction that he'll use against us.
Didn't we have to prepare for something that was going to happen in like 7 days? Wait, shit, that already happened, didn't it?
What are you talking about?
Like with the fortune teller, and was that
Oh,
what we
did
needed to
we
do in
fuck
7
over
days?
the prophecy that we collected the herbs for specifically?
Well, was that the prophecy that it wasn't actually something we had to prepare for, but looking for the things we needed would lead us to fulfill the prophecy?
Oh, we are chosen for too many things.
No, I'm actually asking, like, a prophecy, fate.
Opening up my notes.
Are
Couldn't we
good?
talk to Acorn again?
Oh yeah, we could call him.
We could talk to him whenever we want.
Really derail this shit.
I want to show Acorn my new body.
It was from the 9th prophet. It was prepare for the moon, for within it you will find death come soon. Flower of 9, rosemary, and thyme.
Well, yes, but what I'm asking is, did we miss that moon, or was that whole prophecy just so that we would find the fortune teller?
The time limit we had was 2 months' time.
Oh, well, then we didn't miss it. I guess. How?
By my calculation, you have a remainder of 12 days.
How long is it gonna be to rescue your nephew?
You will have to travel to Majital.
How far are we from Majital via airship? Unless the Mages Guild instantly comes here and gets us a teleportation circle.
Well, 3 weeks.
Okay.
So we could open the scrolls and find more. We got the rosemary, didn't we?
We got all of the
we got
herbs,
all of it.
and I think we even have the flower of 9.
Yeah, we got all of it.
Yeah, I think we might need to, like, I'm not saying we don't do it, but maybe we need to wait on the nephew, let things pan out. I mean,
No.
I'm so sorry. I am actually sorry. No, I'm sorry. We've got so many things happening, and like,
Wait,
is he being tortured? Like,
So
is that a
hold on.
thing that's happening?
He's kept in a cage with a redacted staring at him.
is it a 3-week travel to Majital by airship?
Oh, he
or
might have
just-
thought by now.
Or
Well-
just 3 weeks for the Mages Guild to get out here and make
3
us a
weeks for the
teleportation
airship.
circle?
Since you've
Okay.
chosen the way of the Mages Guild, perhaps
I'm
things could be arranged.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, let's talk to the Mages Guild, I guess. Maybe they'll fucking teleport us there.
How about we do that, Hackney? We don't leave now. We wait for the Mages Guild. If they could get us there, we pop there, pop back. You know, do the thing. In worst case scenario, we have to wait, but we'll still get them. All right.
I do want to point out that if the Mages Guild pops us there, there's no reasonable state to believe that they can also just pop us back right away. Well, look, I just don't want anyone to have any false hope.
Right. Yes, I understand. Also, if we have to wait for them to get here, we might as well look at the scrolls.
Yeah.
I don't know how long is it gonna. I could like send them. I could cast sending.
Do you know who to contact? I'm sure Gailen could inform you, but
Yeah, probably. I'm sure you probably could. Let's go inform him of our decision.
Oh,
I mean, does he need to know?
Well, I mean, he's the one that's doing the political, maneuvering. So
Maybe that should change.
I mean, do you want to do it? You're welcome. But he's doing it because he's
he's doing a great job. Let him just stay there.
Fine.
Why do you want to overthrow Gailen? Didn't we?
I didn't say the word overthrow. Is that what you're looking for? I didn't say it. You said it.
Hey, no more. Let's just get this over with. I think we've talked about this so far.
Mwah.
Yeah, all right.
My God.
How'd you make that noise without any lips?
Asking the real question.
I'm gonna be honest, mate. I don't even know how I speak common. My beak just kind of claps up and down, and words come out.
That's very impressive.
I think it's magic. I think my tongue is made of magic.
All right, do you guys go see Gailen?
Sure.
All right, to Gailen.
Well, do we have to go to him?
yeah.
Okay.
Kind of.
I mean, if you want to move forward on the decision that you made, do you want to do that?
I just wondering if it was one of those kind of things where you kind of just choose it and then it happens.
Well, yes, but it has an immediate relevance to the next task that you want to make. So.
Yes. Hey, Gailen.
All right. Well, as you approach, you can see that Gailen walks out with a bit of a furrowed brow, and he will say, "Ah, my friends, it is good to see you. Have you made a decision on the propositions that I sent to you?"
The Mages Guild, yeah.
I see. Very good. Then that means I can finally tell this man to leave me be.
Who?
I have been pestered by an individual from the... He'll kind of narrow his eyes. Black Spire.
Okay.
What's the Black Spire?
The Black Spire is the home of the Hikari, or the Hell Knights, as they call themselves. Brutes in dark armor they are, walking around, making all sorts of decisions for people.
So we have like a...
I thought we had a Hikari Knight in here.
Yes, but he is at least cordial. This is the first time I've ever dealt with someone so rude.
Yeah, the cordial one is just a drunkard.
Is he like in the tent or?
No, he holds up letters. We'll throw it
Anyway,
back on the title.
why is he giving you?
Apparently,
business?
he is attempting to inform me that there should be an outpost of his kind within the walls of my city. His, let's call it demands, because his attempts at asking are beyond me, are that with the constant threat of the threaded veil, and indeed of the reports that the Inquisition gave all those years ago, that with the rotten wound still possible to have demonic corruption, that the closer that they may have an outpost, the better. And they hoped that they might build an outpost within Galen's Gate. However, our correspondence quickly turned to something of a bit of a foul order. He mistaked my cordial and precise nature of asking for representation of payouts and the cautionary approach that I had, as he would call it, being a bit of a bitch. And quite sincerely, I find the man to be detestable.
I nudge Bellanovan, and I try to mouth the words assassin, but I just have a beak, so I just kind of clap my beak quietly.
That's so ominous.
I'll just question mark internally.
Maybe the I mean, is this something you want to? Is this something we can do to help smooth that over? Or are you just gonna tell him, get the boot?
Well, he said it was of utmost importance that he needs an outpost near here. Did he say why?
He inferred that the Rotten Wound, as it is called, to the east of here, is a breeding ground for daemons and devils or some such, or at least it was when the portals were opened. There is fear that the portals may yet reopen. And I suppose that he had requested that such an outpost be built within Galen's Gate, as we are technically, I suppose at this point, one of the highest population and unaffiliated cities in the Badlands.
Did he give a time frame and when he thought these portals might reopen?
Well, no, he did not. This is personally, as he kind of goes into what you feel is maybe a bit of a more of a personal, feeling, perhaps not entirely indicative of how the faction may actually operate. It is in my personal opinion that the Hikaris always act this way. They act as self-righteous braggarts, walking about in their armor, believing that just because they dedicated themselves to a cause and put their very soul on the line, that they are somehow entitled to everyone following at their will. Not to mention that they had killed many of my friends, simply because they happened to be outsiders. He'll kind of cross his arms.
Well, that shouldn't be acceptable behavior.
Well, to them, it is.
Well, I mean, if the problem's portals popping up around town, you know who's good at dealing with portals? Mages. So, I mean, we kind of got that covered. I'll imagine.
In either case, I suppose we might consider their approach. But I will tell you, I will not speak to them anymore. If you wish to seek them out and perhaps discuss them directly, we can maybe make something happen. I myself shall not be conversing with the Hikari any further. Find them to be brutes and braggarts.
I'd like to discuss with them purely on this prophecy we've been talked to about.
Well, in that case, I shall send word that they may send a ambassador, I suppose.
Sounds good.
Very well. Well then, you said that you wish to send word to the Mages Guild?
Yes.
Excellent. And with that...
Oh,
go ahead.
I think we should send multiple words. Like, if we just send one word, they're going to be like, what?
God damn it. Ozzy.
I guess you could just say yes. That's good. Yeah, write yes. Write yes on it.
I can contact them
Good
magically
word.
if you think it'll be quicker.
Oh, yes, that would be very quick. The individual I believe we should contact is Nemeo Rocks.
You just want me to tell them that we accept the terms of their offer?
Correct.
All right, I'll
Say
do
on
that.
behalf of Galen's Gate. And say who you are, don't forget that.
Also, please include instructions, if possible. I have an associate of mine who possesses the appropriate magics to transport the individual to this place.
All right, just let me know. I'll send what Galen needs sent.
What was the name of the guy?
Lady.
Nemeo
Lady?
Rocks. There you go.
She rocks.
Do you want me to like actually?
Yeah, he's on standby right now.
Okay. I will.
It's time for a
perform
guest star. Woohoo!
I will perform the sending.
Because you guys actually get to talk with the Archmage of the Mages Guild.
He's gonna blow me up.
No, they're fine.
I haven't been paying attention.
No, they're fine.
What'd you say, Gruff?
I said I haven't been paying attention.
Don't worry, you don't have to pay attention. Just wait until I don't know what you even do.
Gailen, you could have cured me. I'm just kidding. I'm fine with it.
What?
No, nothing.
Oh,
What is
that's
wrong with you?
Gruff.
Oh, that is gruff?
He turned into a fish man. He had an epiphany, and this is his second.
He had the option to turn into a fishman, and he chose it. Mind you.
In my dream, I could actually read things.
Yeah, so he became a fish in order to read.
But no, that's not why.
Hey, Galen, do you also think
It's
Gruff
his
was
second
somewhat
chance at life.
Do you think Gruff
basically.
was somewhat of a fish racist? In your opinion?
I'm just
What-
over here doing the
Wouldn't that be
sendings.
speciest?
Well, a fish species, yes, sorry.
Well, I suppose that we're all speciest, are we not?
Alright, never mind.
I mean, I'm not.
It is not as if you consider a dog to be an equal creature to yourself, do you?
So no,
Hey.
he wanted the complete eradication of fish from my mind.
I did never want that. I never did.
Right.
Gruff is a very look. What matters is this is a new book of Gruff, and the slate has been wiped clean. And he's still him. He wants to make things better than he had them.
I've washed it out of my hair. I believe they say.
I've
Is that
never
what
heard
they say?
anyone say that, but
Yes.
apt.
Bellanovan, do you have any hair?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's under his hood. Can
Oh,
you
it's
see it?
hiding. Cool.
I mean, honestly, it'd be more appropriate if you asked Hackney if she had hair, because
All right.
we actually don't know.
Do you send the sending?
I
Yes.
do, yes.
All right.
Gruff's the only one that's seen your face.
Uh-huh.
As you send your sending, it is about a couple, like, let's call it 10, maybe 20 minutes before somebody in Majital, a prominent noble of the old Majital family line, finally meets up with the Archmage, and after a brief discussion, will pay back their debt to Galen's Gate by giving the Archmage a stone which will return them to Majital when their business is done, and they will then yeet them across the world. Good old teleport. All right, Rox, go drop yourself here.
Oh god. Okay, I am still
Oh.
loading, so just give me a little bit.
All right, let me know when you're loaded then.
I thought this was just an interloper.
You
Yeah,
thought it
so-
was gonna be an NPC.
No, this is an
That was a big
this
map.
is an actual Archmage. Oh baby.
I'm
The
going to the
living
assassin.
world's crossing the stream!
I got to get to the Assassin's Guild and tell them about this person.
No!
I don't
Leave
think
him
you even have.
alone.
I'm not sure if you can even get in there.
I'd better be able to get in there. I partially own this place.
You know, thieves can't.
I know thieves can't summon animals.
I know. No, I know thieves can't stop me.
Man, that was quality content.
Yeah, like I just summon 8 dragons.
Yeah, what now?
You know,
Well, that's Kakira's thing.
maybe I don't speak thieves can't, but I bet 8 monkeys can.
What do monkeys have to do with that?
You put enough monkeys in a room, they'll eventually write thieves can't.
Oh, I get it. That's pretty good.
Huh.
Yeah.
Is that what that means?
I don't think that's how that works, but
Well, come in and get comfortable. We have things to discuss with the Archmage.
Come in, get comfortable. This is a huge ass map to load.
Oh yeah, it's being pretty slow, so just you're gonna have to
It's
just
all
give me a
good.
little bit.
I'm holding on.
Galen, where is your pool of brine?
Oh, I can bath myself.
What?
What?
I said get comfortable.
I do not have a brining pool.
Oh, see, this is specious. That's what I was talking about.
I
Galen,
mean,
I
to be
think
fair-
his brain is corrupt.
To be fair, he wasn't this species until like 12 days ago.
The
Oh,
dry heat of the Badlands. This doesn't do my skin any good.
Oh, I have some water here. Perhaps.
Yes,
Splish,
that's
splish,
very
splash.
nice. No,
Splish, splash. Splish, splash.
excuse me. I can splish my own splash.
Apologies, I did not mean to present any hands in the bucket. He hands you the bucket. Splish my own splash.
Galen, you're gonna have to meet my sister one day. She's now in the town safely.
Ah, yes, I had been meaning to do that. How is she? How was the journey?
She's good now. We were able to cure her disease, and she's back to her lively self. Though you might hear some antics of her come around every now and then.
Meanwhile, in the background, while Belanovan is talking, Kazakir is currently dragging his sister off into the over here to the guard's tent. Probably for no other reason that's at any way ominous at all.
He's made a fresh batch of cookies, and it's the neighborly thing to do to offer her some
Listen,
outside of the heat of the Badlands.
it's all about children to get, yelled
Did-
at every now and then.
I know he was AFK, but did Ozzy just crawl into Galen's bed?
What? Did he really? I didn't even see him do that. What is he doing?
I guess he said, "Make yourselves comfortable."
All right. The bird's asleep in his bed now. That's kind of
He's just nesting.
feathers and shit, dude.
Poor Galen.
Hey, Gruff, I have a question.
Bleh.
Do you just sleep in the little lake we have now with your catfish?
Me and my catfish been getting along real good.
I hope. Oh,
That wasn't the question, but
Yet, as a matter of speaking, and the answer was yes.
have you named him yet? Or
It
not?
was a caddy.
Just
I'm not
Caddy?
very creative.
I see.
See, Lauren gave me a responsibility to name that catfish, and there's a lot of pressure.
You
What a
could have
god
called
gives
them
you.
date.
I don't think Lauren cares if you name it or not.
If I did not give it a good name, Lauren would be disrespected.
Well, I don't think Caddy's a good
What-
name
what ain't-
personally.
I've been turmoiling, tossing, and swinging around over this. Now you tell me it's not a good name. What would you name it?
Would I name your catfish?
Yes.
Probably like Pernicious.
What the hell does that mean? Is that some dumb tiefling name?
I don't think it's a tiefling exclusive, no.
Have you ever met a catfish named Promiscuous before?
I don't think I've
Why
ever
don't you
met...
call it Tinder?
I don't think I've ever met a catfish with a name, if we're gonna go on that note.
Call what?
Nothing. I think I just babbled something. Don't worry about it.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
Are you a bit
you
shy
could-
now to say the name you made up, Hackney?
Shy? No, I just think it's a bad name, so I don't want to disrespect her.
See, yes,
Lauren.
Lauren would be disappointed because he will know what that fish gets named.
You could also call the catfish Gruff.
That is a very powerful name. All of the glyphs I have ever met have been potent.
You've met other gruffs?
No.
Are you sure you're not going insane?
What? You're just now questioning that? Like,
No, even more insane than before. Like maybe like even venturing into dementia.
What about naming it after your first fishing buddy?
My first fishing button.
Or the first fish you ever caught?
I'm just gonna call Caddy.
Very well.
So, Hackney, are you gonna need new armor?
Yes.
So what were you thinking?
Let me think about it for a moment.
How much longer you got there, Rocks, on the
Oh, I'm
Well,
done. Yeah, I got it.
Oh, yeah, all right. Well,
Oh yeah.
drop them.
Where you want me, boss?
Right here.
Just interrupt this catfish conversation.
It's very important we finish it.
Hold on. Let
I
me
mean,
change
half
this.
plate wouldn't be bad.
Is
Wait,
it
what?
important? Didn't you already finish it? Aren't you just naming it Caddy?
Or I could even go with no, yeah, half plate probably best.
How about you look within your deeper levels of knowledge, your ancient history, and your arcana, and find the #1 catfish name?
The sound of
Can you
magic.
look in the
can-
history books?
The sound of magic echoes at the tent flaps.
I'll get that, I guess.
Beep 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 beep.
All right, flap. Hello. Are you Nemia? Nemia?
I am, yes.
Good to meet you,
What a
Brack
good
Iron
introduction.
Bellows. I'm the one who did the sending. Please come in, as well as your familiar. I have one, but it disappeared.
That's unfortunate. I'm sorry about that.
No, just what did I
Yes,
fucking
you
name him
must be
again?
the Archmage. Greetings. It is I, Gailen Gustavo, at your service. Handshakey, shake my booty. All right.
Woo. Oh,
All
oops.
right. Okay. Don't die. All right. Galen will go. Apologies for the impromptu meeting, but we have many things to discuss and not very much time. These are my associates, and I suppose the heroes of Galen's Gate: Bractor Ironbellows, Hackney Silvermask, Belanovan Eduardo Luciabel, and Gruff.
She'd give each of them a nod, and her gaze would sort of lock on the
Also,
for a few moments.
Ozzy is
She nods her head back at them.
just over there.
Asleep.
Oh yes, Ozzy is also
Beep 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 beep.
asleep in my bed for some reason. Please join us.
Well, she would, yeah, she'd get closer.
All right. Galen will then speak. Now,
Here, please sit.
Thank you. Beyond will just kind of do his cat thing on the table.
Galen will continue. So, we have called you here because I know that in the past the Mages Guild was known for many things, one of which were the teleportation circles. I have done my research, and I know that currently your facilities are disabled, or at least not at operational functionality. I propose that with assistance from the gate, that you might be able to achieve that functionality. And by doing so, you might lend us the first of your circles.
She'd be a little surprised at this. Her eyes would widen a little bit, but she'd nod and let him continue.
Now then, I know that there are many that are distrusting of the Mages Guild. I suppose I might include myself in that. But over the years, I have learned that you cannot trust what you see at face value, that there is more to be found beneath the surface. Some might look at a creature and see a dirty exterior, but not the hero that they could be. And these individuals here have nothing more but to confirm my suspicions that what is on the surface is not indicative of what is within. He will look at Gruff specifically.
She'd also, her gaze would also linger on him for a little bit.
His mouth bubbles.
I would go as far to say is that he looks insane and he is insane.
In either case, my compatriots have discussed the outlier and the risk of, well, I suppose, re-emboldening the Mages Guild with the funding required to activate their Nexus facility. If that is the case, then, he will lean forward, it appears that they have made this decision to believe it worthwhile. I am prepared to provide funding to activate your facility. However, we have terms to discuss. leaning in. All right. Rox, you got a choice to make.
Oh boy.
Okay, so you can choose. Basically, let's consider it. You have 3 levels of commitment that you can offer to Galen's Gate. With each level of commitment will be more and more rewards for the Mages Guild. However, that will come at a cost. That will tie further and further the Mages Guild fate to that of Galen's Gate. So that means that the more and more that you offer, the more and more you will be held responsible for the actions of Galen's Gate and the individuals at this table. So,
All right.
do they look trustworthy?
I like this one. And that one. I definitely like that one.
Hello.
Just to let you guys know, that died, so I'm on my.
Oh, peppy hands.
Oh boy.
I believe Hackney is dead.
Can't believe she's fucking dead, dude.
All right, so the first level of commitment.
What about that one?
The first level of the first level of commitment will activate the facilities and be the baseline agreement, where you will have a very soft hand in this regard. The second level of commitment means that you will supply multiple circles into the city, and even maybe a wizard or two to be available for, let's call it, tech support. And that will also therefore give you additional rewards, which I'll have to make. And the third one is that you dedicate not only multiple circles, but Taltican to aid in the guarding of them. And that will give you the highest output. However, your presence will be noticed by the other factions, depending on how, and the amount in which they are aware of it will be dependent on how much you dedicate.
Okay.
Decisions, Archmage.
Well, the first problem that is apparent that I have, which is a problem that I've had in general with the teleport nexus, is the teleport nexus is good, yes, but there are also many dangers to it.
What kind of dangers? Gailen will ask, curious.
The first thing would be is that not only the Mages Guild would be, but if we go through with this Gailen Gate as well, would be, I guess, in danger of being incarcerated in some sort of way by the Hikari. They are not fans, especially the Black Phoenix would not be a fan of us even reviving the teleport nexus.
Gailen will scoff openly.
Now, with me personally, especially in these times, we take value in our, I suppose, relationship with the Hikari, and it's why I have not pursued doing the teleport nexus as soon as I could have.
Well, so you fear the Hikari?
I don't fear the Hikari. I fear separation of factions is what I fear.
I see. Well, I suppose the decision is yours then. The gate must grow, and with your aid we can do so. But I understand if you are trepidatious. We can offer no protection from the Hikari. We are in no position to challenge them.
It could be possible if I am able to convince the Black Phoenix of allowing us to use the teleport nexus. I am of a mind of knowing how useful and how incredibly important the nexus is. That is not the case here. It would not only be a great resource to our allies and to us, but to all of Calcatesh.
Gailen will supposit. Perhaps in this case it is better to ask forgiveness than permission.
I would like to say that I am in well enough standing with the Black Phoenix to at least get away with a few things. At least until I'm able to properly talk to him.
Well, I do not know of the Black Phoenix's reasonings or any of those. I find the Hikari to be quite detestable, if you must know. But I suppose, in my own opinion, would not the use of the network benefit all, including them?
That is my reasoning. Yes.
Well then, let us be frank. How much are you willing to give us? Where's your ambitions, Archmage?
If I'm to give you the Nexus and the means to use it, I would be of a mind to also staple a few mages here just to ensure of their safe use.
So is that tier 2?
Yeah, that's tier 2.
All right. Very well. I shall send the funds immediately.
I would also request that
I
doing
will
so-
not sleep with you.
no. Oh, come
I'm
on.
alright.
You're not even close to attractive anymore, Gruff.
You know,
that sounds
It used to be quite the
These are-
looker.
These are really bold. Archmage, continue. Pardon the
She would look
offers of.
very uncomfortable.
Pardon our uncouthness and some of our companions offering you sexual favors.
It would seem that Galen is used to this.
May is also used to this in some way or another. But in doing so, I would request of one thing. If the gate does end up having good use of this and are able to vouch for the teleport nexus as a good thing across Calcatesh, in the case of me needing to sort of either convince or stave off repercussions from the Hikari, would I be able to call on you to assist me with that?
He'll stroke his chin. Very well. If you require proper political maneuvering, I can see what I can do. Yes, I will do what I can, although I make no promises.
No, we do have a bit of a demand of our own, Hackney. Where was your nephew again?
Remind me, it's somewhere like the ocean.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your microphone. Where?
You cut out.
She was asking where it was to remind her.
Yeah,
Oh.
Do me a
reminder
favor,
about-
Arcadum, and tell them for me.
Well, specifically, in the vision, he seemed to be beneath an ocean, but in reference, it is the night sky of Majatol.
All right. All right. So, yeah. Our main condition too is that within the next 10 days, we need to be able to get to and from Majatol via your teleportation. I feel like that's a major element in the short term, at least.
Well, I guess that also depends on how quickly you can get the Nexus up and running. This is not a simple task.
Oh, I imagine it does, but you know.
Well, what's required of getting the Nexus up and running?
Hey boss, what's required?
Well, here's the thing. They don't know. And, well, you could demand anything you wish. Because it's not like anything that they offer you will actually make it go faster. It will take 5 days.
My God, you could have all the sexual favors you wanted.
Oh boy.
So yeah, Rox, you want to wheel and deal? Let's wheel and deal.
Oh boy, okay.
Yeah.
Well, what's their initial offer? I guess I'll
Initially, the offer for the Mages Guild is the money that will reinstate the facility. So if you ask for more money, then you can get either some money actually into the treasury, or depending on how convincing you are, maybe even an additional upgrade. But essentially, the money that they're offering, that Gailen is offering, is to activate the facility, which will benefit the Mages Guild directly.
Okay. I mean, she'd probably ask for at least not a ridiculous amount, but at least a little bit more money for the guild itself.
Yeah, how much? How much you want?
So you just need more money for things to go faster?
If I could make perhaps a suggestion, if this teleportation nexus is set up right and proper, where's the Margital side gonna be? Is that gonna be in your guild?
I'd assume it'd be somewhere in Mirage. Yeah.
Oh, if I can get to the Mages Guild right quick and proper, I mean, I'm not I'm not like the highest level expert, but I know a bit of wizardry and am a forge cleric. So if you need something, help with something being constructed, or stuff being enchanted, or even just, forged, I can help you out. Or maybe your members can come here. We got a nice workshop and I can help them out proper.
Or if you need someone to catch a very specific fish.
That too. Additionally, maybe Hackney here can help you research things. She's an accomplished wizard of her own.
I am a wizard, yes.
I think a mutual agreement of assistance with who we have. The Mages Guild of currently has taken under a rather large, I suppose, colony of Sharkai elves, and they come and they help with us. So, and in fact, actually,
what are these Sharkai elves?
The Sharkai, they are complicated, but they are a race of elves that the Mages Guild has taken in for their own safety. And with doing so, they owe us, well, they feel as if they owe us a debt, and in doing so, they return to us with, I suppose, their own help, as it would seem. And I actually would be of a mind to ask the people here if you would actually allow some of the Sharkey people into your town.
Oh no. He said the E word.
Well, how do they feel about the elves?
We don't feel good about. No, we don't want any slaves.
Oh, well, we're not gonna. We don't support slavery, Gruff.
Well, do they walk on land, or they only water dwellers?
They're ash elves.
The hell's an ash elf?
Well,
Kiss my ash.
ash in color, they're not drow elves specifically, but they are elves.
Whoa! While we mention skin color here, we're just asking if they live in the water.
No, they don't live in the water.
Okay.
Well, what do these Sharkai do?
They're rather, they help the Mages Guild with the research. They're warriors, they're guards, they're mages,
They're warriors.
Yeah.
How good warriors?
Their culture is one that values strength. And they see strength as power, basically, authority.
I'm sickened but intrigued.
And they have pure loyalty to you?
They have loyalty to the guild, yes, but their leader, Corsael, has requested that the Sharkai are curious people. They are not native to Kalkatesh in a way of speaking. So, they wish to explore this continent. So,
So you wish for us to give them a place to stay?
I wish for you to allow them to seek their wishes, I suppose, in exploration. They are very versatile. They can work and guard and even be mages.
I want to see how these warrior elves fight.
Galen will stroke his chin and look to the other party members to see what they feel about letting a race of elves in.
Hackney is supportive.
I ain't got no personal bias against no tall skinnies.
I want to see how they fight.
I will
See
say
their elves.
they are not the elves that you know of the Imperium and the old elves of the Scarab Lords. They are not. They are not them.
Oh,
You'd be
well,
fine
icing
with
on the cake.
making the Nexus as long as we let these elves come and inhabit this place?
Well, in return of, I give you part of my population. Well, not population. I give you help, in personnel wise, and in exchange. If we are in ever need of your certain specific set of skills, we are allowed to do that as well.
I like projects.
Galen will look to the others.
Oh, I mean, I'm fine as long as we get our teleporters. That's what's important.
Well, as long as it's not of like a required assistance as much as it's an asking for assistance, because this seemed like it was less of a you
Well,
providing something.
not of this party in general. I mean of Galen's Gate.
I see. Galen?
Galen, seeing as how everyone has kind of remarked themselves, he will say, I am of it. Of course. We will need more people to populate the city. And if these... Sharkai? Is that what you said?
Yes, Sharkai.
If these Sharkai are of any value, according to Braktor, I do not see any reason why we cannot allow them. Having more stable warriors will certainly keep us safe. The Badlands are the Badlands, after all.
And they're not actually sharks, right?
No.
Shark. Okay. It's okay, Gruff. They're not sharks.
Oh, that's what that was about with the. I thought you were just joking around.
Well, I didn't think they were sharks.
Oh. Am I the only one here that thought there was sharks? Because I thought that was going to
Yes.
look pretty cool.
Galen says.
Like shark men?
Hmm.
I mean, people call me dumb a lot, but I gotta say, Ozzy, you've been being really stupid lately.
You're a giant octopus, mate. I believe anything fish related at this point.
You know, he really does have a point. Our bar for disbelief of fish-related things is kind of low.
Well, let's stop talking about fish because that has nothing to do with this subject.
Rocks,
but it seems
Rocks just see them bicker again. I'm sure that's fine.
It seems like we're all in agreement here. for the
Very
most
well.
part.
Agreed. He will approach and will offer his hand to Nemia to lift her up from the chair.
She'd shake the hand.
All right. And then,
Business partners don't shake hands, they hug.
and then he will say, well then, it seems that we are in accordance. I shall send the funds soon. Expect a courier. Thank you for your time, Archmage.
Of course.
Tell no one you saw me here.
Just
Hey,
disregard anything he says. It's fine.
Tell no one you saw me.
You could tell people that's fine.
Of course.
Excuse me, Archmage. I have a question for you, if you don't mind.
Certainly.
So, you said all the factions out there were trying to avoid trouble with each other. We're kind of out in the sticks here, while other things are going on. What exactly is that? It doesn't seem like, humanoid nature to just suddenly want to have peace. You know, there's always something going on.
She'd take on a rather uncertain look. And she'd kind of think on this for a few moments, piecing together her words. Well, I'm sure you're aware of the rather trifling times Calcatesh is currently in, yes?
We're kind of in the weeds here.
I see. Well, besides from the Viking invasion,
Yeah.
a rampant dragon on the loose, and the third thing. And she goes silent.
There's a third thing.
There is, but it's something that is rather.
It's not.
dangerous.
It's not me, right? Like I just want to make sure it's not me. Like we're trying not to tiptoe around the bush or nothing.
No, it's none of you.
Hey,
Oh,
Jared,
okay.
can you check the Galen's Gate chat real quick? Like,
Which one is it?
Verify. I believe it's 2.
Yep.
Can I talk to you outside for a moment? Just a trifle of your time.
Sure.
Is some alone time thing going on here?
If I had wanted to offer her sexual favors, I would have done it when the rest of you.
Well, that's not what I was
see.
talking about, but okay.
I knew it was gonna be one of us.
Is this about Savenic stuff?
In a manner of speaking, if you are aware, you know why I cannot talk about it.
No, I don't know what you're talking about exactly, but look, these are good people, but I've got a role to play here, and I can't just leave them. I got other things to do, but you seem like you understand what's going on. Maybe a bit better than I do. You should have this. And I'll take out the tome I found in the wreckage.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
I might have opened it. I don't know what that means, but I saw things.
She'd mouth another one?
Another one. I don't actually know if this is 2. I think it might be 3. I can verify with you what I saw later.
Yeah.
Jeremy.
Yeah. It's one of those 2.
Yeah. Listen. I can't do anything about it here. These people need me. But you should take this. Give it to someone who fucking understands all this stuff.
I will do my best.
Just, keep it safe and... Anyway, I trust you'll take care of it. Hey, seriously though, if you need anything built, let me know. That's basically what I do for fun around here, because you've seen.
I'd be happy to. Well, the guild would be happy to take your services.
Well, take care of yourself, Archmage, although I'm sure we'll be seeing you around.
Yeah, but just one more thing.
Aye.
Just in the long or the short of it, there's a threat that is far bigger than anything else. It is looming. It is dangerous. Just be careful. Don't make enemies.
This threat, not long before finding that, I think it was, we ran into some problems with our powers. They seem to have sorted themselves out, but they warped things, made them evil, but strong, and it wigs me out thinking about it. So, whatever you're dealing with, I'm wondering, maybe it's already all out there. If I figure out anything else, I'll let you know.
Just be careful where you stick your nose.
Yeah, well, try our best. If you run into a fella named Acorn, he seems like he's trustworthy. He's some kind of acolyte or disciple or something. Something like 9 prophets or something like that.
I will keep that in mind.
Alright. You take care of yourself.
Is that all you needed from me, yes?
Are you done yet, Bractor? I got questions.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything else for you. Seemed like that'd be news enough. Sorry to foist something that might be so dangerous off onto you.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, well, you got your flock and I got mine, and as you can see, they're kind of demanding. All right, travel well.
What do you mean, travel well? I have a question. You can't just have everything to yourself.
Yeah,
You know-
but I'm saying goodbye. You can still talk to her.
I have a question, Archmage.
Yes.
Does the Mage Guild deal in prophecies that much, or know about prophecies?
It depends on what sort of prophecy you're talking about. We're not religious people, if that's what you mean.
No, not religious. I mean, I guess some people might be religious, but is there any impeding dangers that the Mage Guild might know about now that we're in some sort of alliance or treaty or mutual helping?
There are... Well, besides from a mad dragon flying around... yes.
Is it related to the moon at all?
The moon?
No. It's something that all of Calcatesh really doesn't understand. We just know it's dangerous.
And is like shit gonna go down in like 12 days?
Because we had a prophecy that went by something like, prepare for the moon, for within it you will find death come soon. Flower of 9, rosemary, and thyme. And from our understanding, we had a 2-month limit for this prophecy to come true, and now in about 12 days, shit's gonna go down.
Rocks, make a wisdom saving throw.
Well,
I was about to say, why are you telling some random person?
Well,
I wouldn't say she's that random.
This is an Archmage. This is someone powerful. What do you mean?
Yeah, but we don't know who the prophecy is about, though.
Oh boy. I can't wait to die.
Unfortunate.
Oh no, did I kill someone?
Please continue.
Well, I'm pretty much said it. Flower of 9, rosemary, and thyme. That's the end of it.
In 12 days, we're gonna die.
I guess nothing noticeable happened.
Yeah, just...
Oh no, please continue.
She just shake her head. I know little for a reason. Knowing too much will only be more dangerous.
So nothing rings the bell to you then?
Not specifically, no.
All right.
Would it be bad for me to use an insight check to see if she's lying? Like, would that be meta?
No. I mean, but the thing is that make it for me real quick.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, make a I'm gonna say persuasion check, because you're not really being deceptive. You are specifically not revealing everything.
Perception check.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Persuasion, I mean.
Yeah, but I know your intent isn't to deceive, so. All right. Ozzy will sense that there is certainly, probably a lot of things that the Archmage knows that she is not being forthcoming about. There are certainly aspects of the conversation that you have been having that she knows much on and has chosen not to reveal anything of.
The worried look on her face would probably reveal.
I'm gonna keep the knowledge to myself for now and discuss it with my allies later.
Very well. Does anyone else require the Archmage?
Yes.
Go ahead, Hackney.
Out of curiosity, have you ever heard or had a case of spontaneous summoning before?
Spontaneous,
Summon.
summoning. In what regard?
In what regard? Well, Kikira over here, something within her bloodline makes her spontaneously summon dragons at any random point. I was hoping to see if there's anything that you could do to assist me in helping her.
That's not something I've ever seen before.
Fascinating, isn't it?
In a way, yes. In a scary, dangerous, and worrying way, but yes, that certainly is interesting.
Is that we have a young sorceress that has that sort of problem. I think the only way to fully fix it, Hackney said, I believe, is to have a talk with a full dragon. Which, if you know one, I suppose that's fantastic. But
No, I don't know a full dragon that isn't on a murderous rampage.
well, either way, which, wow, that's ominous.
Yeah, how come no one's asked me to deal with that yet?
Did you know about it?
Well,
Dragon?
Everyone was talking about it.
The only
And-
dragon I knew about was the Lord of Blades.
They don't want to bother a noble about it.
Maybe our sorceress can take a few courses at the Mages Guild with if you've got any particularly people who teach summoning.
We teach all sorts of arcane magic. We certainly... I'm a conjuration wizard myself. I know a bit about summoning.
Oh, that's fantastic. Maybe she can spend a bit of time there once the next is set up and gain some confidence.
Of course, we'd certainly take another student.
This sounds agreeable. Assuming she accepts.
But she'd be kind of a fool not to accept, wouldn't she?
Oh, we're not gonna...
You never know the reasons.
Anyway, so yeah, that's honestly it for me.
Okay.
Anyone else have business with the Archmage?
No.
You don't want to recruit her, Ozzy?
Wow.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, if you're coming round, we got a brothel if you want to earn some extra cash.
I'm going to smack Ronnie on the back of the head.
Ronnie.
And Ozzy.
Ozzy shit.
Teleported and just started beating the shit out of Ronnie, dude.
I just reach out beyond your screen.
I offer that to everybody. Don't sweat it. It's just a standing offer. I'll just put up a flyer or something in town. Stop asking. It's
Honestly,
boring.
I just like seeing Hackney slap people. It's funny.
I guess the last thing she would do once people's questions.
What
are
you mean? You
over-
mean after you were proposed for a sex work?
Yeah, for the third time.
Like the fifth.
The last thing I suppose she would do is just give a bow to Gailen, and she'd say, "Just one more word of warning for your settlement here. If the dragon that I've been mentioning, his name is Desangir. If he comes here,
I'll deal with it. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, we kind of are like Gruff there. He kind of wrestled a demigod out of the sky, and it was a thing. I think a dragon is small peanuts for us. So if it flies by, we'll take care of it.
last time somebody attacked it, he destroyed the equivalent of a small city.
Well, then
We
it's
just
a
need
good
big
thing that
city, then.
Galen's Gate is not small.
We're gonna need a bigger city.
We're gonna need a bigger ocean.
Just, if he comes, be prepared.
Thank you for the warning, Archmage. Pleasant journeys back.
You as well. I wish you luck with your town. It certainly has come a long way, from what I've heard.
We have our ups and downs, but you know, it's good work. I think I built at least half of it.
Yeah. She'd offer goodbyes and leave.
So long.
Goodbye.
All right.
Nice meeting you.
And so it is that the Rox the Archmage returns to Majatal.
Conspicuously not dead.
All right.
But
Round of
probably will
applause
be.
real quick for Rox. Good job, Rox. Woo!
Yeah. You did good.
That was not how I thought my night would go, that's for sure.
Sorry I had to throw a fucking grenade at you.
Yeah, we'll see what that wisdom says does to me later. I mean, I've died once already.
Hey, I didn't.
It's okay.
That wasn't me. I had to throw a different grenade at you.
All right. Well, in either case,
How am I supposed to know that's gonna kill someone?
thanks for showing up, Rox. Thanks
Yep.
for attending as the Archmage. And I'll let you know after stream when I've got some time to sit down and write all that out for you.
Oh boy.
All right.
Good luck.
Thanks a lot, man.
Hey, we never actually talked to the Drow. Did anyone else notice they looks like they have like a throne out there?
Oh, just an altar.
Is it?
Or it's a throne.
This obvious chair.
I don't know.
Speaking of chairs, when are we gonna get a tavern? I mean, I'm not a drinker, but I could use a nice place to eat.
Yes, indeed. I shall have to get a tavern constructed soon with all these new travelers.
I am a drinker, and I could do.
I don't deal with alcohol.
Oh, by the way, the magic lady, she was like hiding a whole bunch of stuff, but like typical magic stuff, I don't think you like have to be a genius to point that out. You know,
Well,
typical Archmage crap.
she did shake her head after I said that one thing.
Yeah.
Well, luckily it didn't accidentally kill Galen out of character. Or did it?
In either case, we are coming up on time, so what is it you would actually like to do?
And he's
next time?
gone.
Can we read a couple of scrolls?
Scrolls next episode.
Next week.
And then nephew. Brownie face.
Going back?
Hello. Yeah.
Hello.
All right. So, as I was saying, we're coming up on time. So, what is it that you would actually like to do next week?
Go to the bomb shelter and read some scrolls.
All right. So you're gonna read scrolls, and then after that, hopefully, when nothing has exploded and everyone's dead,
We can teleport.
Yeah, we're
Nephew?
Oakley dokley. Sounds good to me.
If the scrolls haven't killed us, I would like to know perhaps what kind of material I might have to make Hackney some armor.
I think you guys have mithril.
Ooh, I would like to do that.
Wait, mithril?
yeah. I think we
That
have
means I
that
can
thing.
wear
I think you
really
guys actually
heavy,
have a
heavy
stock of
armor.
mithril.
Give...
Pretty sure you found it. So.
I can wear full plate. Mithril.
Yikes.
I can try to make Hackney a nice set of full plate. I don't know if it'll be 5 days, but you know.
It's fine. If eventually I get that, that'll be awesome.
So the party is
Full
going
Metal
to wait
Man.
5 days for the teleportation circle to be constructed. Yes.
What'd you say?
You are going to wait 5 days for the circles to be constructed. Yes.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
We should also be sending the druids to the town we just left to clean up that place before it's too late.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, that will conclude this episode of Galen's Gate.
Dab.
And I will see you guys next week. Are we good for the 16th?
Let me see.
Yeah.
And
we
to talk about.
Should be for me.
Yeah, we needed to figure out if we can move this to Tuesday.
Right. We wanted to move this to a new day. I can do Tuesdays.
What time?
I can do Tuesdays like late night, like same time, pretty much.
So it's 6.
Or 7, 6:30.
I can go with 7. Then everybody do 7 on Tuesdays.
I will have to clear with some people on my end, but I can try and make that happen for you guys if that would help you.
The only reason I would want to switch from Sundays is because Stir thinks it's busy and like some people cancel anyways. But for me, since the Overwatch League has started, the matches only happen on Saturday and Sunday. So sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I'll try and figure something out.
What?
I'll,
Go ahead, Sean.
they would have to be kind of earlier for me. Like
that would be better for me.
Can you do early Shore 4, or do you have to be after 6:37?
It has to be after 6
Hmm.
because I scrim midday, unfortunately.
Okay.
We might have to say for Sunday now, for now, then, and try again later.
I'll see if I can make accommodations.
I can do 16th though.
Okay.
16th I'm fine. 23rd I have a match.
All right. And the match takes place at the time we'd be playing, yeah?
Yeah, in Washington.
Okay. All right, well, we'll try to arrange some other times. You guys get back to me if you can make accommodations for Tuesday. If not, we'll see if we can fit them in somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, I gotta prep for the next game. Sounds good, Leo. I'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Dokily dokily, chat room. Hello. It's me and you. Since it's 30 minutes until the next game starts, I guess I'll just play power metal and you guys can hang out with me while I prepare